This is the Aodin Mini Smart Android projector. The model is T88. Aodin sell two different versions of this projector. The T88, which is a cheaper model, and the T89, which is a more expensive model. There are subtle differences between the two models. The T88, which is this one, has an HDMI output socket. In other words, you can connect a HDMI cable to it and you can send a signal from this to whatever you connect the HDMI cable to, but it doesn't have an input, whereas a T89 has an HDMI input socket, so you could actually connect it to a gaming console and project what you've seen on the gaming console onto the wall with this projector. The other difference is that this model comes with 8GB internal storage, whereas the T89 comes with 32GB, which means that you've got a bit more room for applications. You can put more applications on this and maybe add the odd video, that type of thing. You can see that we've got a dark grey wall there, which is not a perfect screen for a projector, and it's daylight outside, but you can still see an image with light coming through the windows. I've got the curtains partially closed. The first thing I'll do is show you what's in the box, and then we'll start going through some of the features of the projector. This is how it arrives. A very neat little box. Inside the box we have the projector, a mini tripod, a power adapter, and it's got a UK 3-pin fitting, a remote control, HDMI cable and a user manual. So we'll take a closer look at the projector. So on the top we've got several controls. There's an on-off switch, menu button, return button, and then you've got a cursor there that can move the cursor around the screen, and then you've got an OK button to select whatever it is that you're trying to select. On the side of the projector we've got a focusing wheel and then an on-off button that turns the projector on and off. We've got a slot there for a micro SD card. Those little holes in the back, there are LEDs in there, red LEDs when the power's on the machine and blue when it's on charge. So when you put it on charge, the blue LEDs will light up, and when the blue LEDs go out, it's fully charged. Round on the other side we've got two USB sockets, a power supply in, a headphone socket. Because this has got a HDMI output, it means you can use it as an Android TV box, and when you plug the HDMI cable into that, it disables the LED, so it turns the projector off, but allows it to operate as a box. And then this is an air outlet that just keeps everything inside cool. If we look on the underneath, we've got a speaker. That is where the tripod screws in, and the faceplate. I'll just let you have a quick look at that. As well as a projector, you also get what's called an air mouse. You see this little dongle that plugs into one of the USB sockets? The air mouse makes operating the projector a lot easier, and I'll demonstrate that later on. This tripod will get you started, but I would suggest that if you're going to be using it a lot, you get a better tripod than this, because it is rather flimsy. So I've been using this tripod, which is a lot simpler to use. It's far sturdier than the other one, and because it's a ball head, you can place it in any position you want. So it's got rubber feet. Make sure that the leg is sticking to the back, and then it's got a clamp there. You can just set the projector up where you want and clamp it in. Now this particular tripod is an Orki tripod. I think it's £8.99 on Amazon. So as you can see, the projector is switched on. You can see the LED light at the front there telling you that it's projecting. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to connect the HDMI cable from my TV into the projector, and we should see that that light goes out. That is the cable connected. If I pan out and zoom in onto the telly, you can see now that the projector is now acting as a TV box. So you're getting two products in one. You're getting a projector and a TV box. And you can see that we've got Kodi installed. If I press the home button on the air mouse, it brings back the home screen, and then this is the air mouse now. As you move this controller around, it moves the cursor around. So if I click on the apps menu there's some of the apps that are installed. We've got AirPlay. The only one I put on is AirScreen, because I found that AirPlay wouldn't work. So if you can't get AirPlay to work on the projector, go onto Google Play and download AirScreen, and that works. We've also got Play Store on there, lots of applications. So it comes with a lot of stuff already installed. There's a file explorer. It tells you what you've got on your internal flash card, and then the SD card. I've actually installed one of my home videos on that, and I'll just demonstrate that playing on the TV. So this is one of my home videos playing. I'll go back to the main menu. On the settings menu at the top there, you've got Wi-Fi. You can turn that on and off. Very easy to set up the Wi-Fi. You need to go into the settings menu, switch Wi-Fi on, select your router, and then put in the wireless network key. The Bluetooth on and off, and I've tried that as well. It connects seamlessly with Bluetooth devices. The Ethernet cable, I believe you can connect the Ethernet via USB. I'm not going to try that. So connecting everything up, I found was just literally a 2-minute job. So it's dark now. I've got some lights on in the room obviously, but I've rigged up the projector onto a wall. I've made some space by removing a picture, and I measured it. We're 2.2 meters away, and the diagonal length of the screen is about 80 inches. So that's equivalent to an 80-inch television. I carried out some experiments today. The first thing I did was to put the projector online and leave it online until the battery ran out from fully charged, and it lasted about 2 hours and 55 minutes thereabouts. And the other thing I did was I charged the battery using the power pack supplied with the projector, and that took 3 hours and 40 minutes from flat. The other thing I wanted to mention is that today in the post I received a USB to DC power supply for the camera. Now you can run this camera plugged in, so you don't need to run the battery down, you can run it plugged in. And in order to order one of these cables, you need to order a USB, and it needs to go to a 4mm by 1.7mm power jack. And obviously that looks like that. Now there are quite a few of them about. You can get them on eBay, you can get them on Amazon. I think I paid about £6 for this, including delivery. And then I'm going to use a USB power bank, and I'll plug that into there. That's gone on now, and that means now that this projector is completely portable. I can take it anywhere and it will last for a long time without even touching the battery on the projector. Now, one thing I wanted to mention about the T88 projector that I should have mentioned at the beginning is, as well as the other differences between this and the more expensive T89 model, this model does not have keystone correction. If you're interested in giving presentations, there's an app actually pre-installed on this projector called WPS Office. Now today I generated a quick PowerPoint presentation just to see what this thing was like to give presentations with, and we'll have a look and see what it's like. It takes a bit of getting used to using the application, but once you've actually got your first screen on, you can just use the cursor buttons on the Air mouse. So there's the first screen, and this is just a little bit of detail on this projector. So if I was giving a PowerPoint presentation, you can see it's perfect for it. Absolutely no issues at all. It's easy to go forwards and backwards through the presentation, and that is very clear. I'd have no issues with anybody seeing that if I was giving a presentation. And the fact that the machine is so small and so portable just makes it perfect for that application. You'll see that we've got AirPlay there on the left hand side pre-installed. Now I can't get that to work with any of my Apple portable devices. I went onto the Google Play Store and downloaded an app called AirScreen, which was free, and I'm going to use that to connect the iPad to the projector. You flick upwards from the bottom of your device and it'll say AirPlay mirroring. Just click on that, it connects onto my iPad, and then I can just get rid of that off the screen. Get rid of that, and then let's have a look at some video. So we'll go to YouTube. I'll go through Chrome. So I'm just going to play some video off my YouTube site. This is some video I took when I was on holiday. Now the sound that you can hear is the actual speaker on the projector, and it's not very good at all. So I'm going to turn on a Bluetooth speaker that's already been connected to this, and we'll see the difference. So as you can see, if you connect a Bluetooth speaker to it, it's way better. The other option is to connect a speaker via an audio jack. If you get a 3.5mm to 3.5mm audio jack, you can connect the speaker directly to the headphone socket, or you could just listen with headphones. I noticed on the Amazon website that in the questions section someone had said that they couldn't get their equipment to work on AirPlay, and the manufacturer said that there was a newer version and to contact customer support. So I've sent an email to the manufacturers today to try and find out whether that newer version will be appearing on the projectors in the future, and I'll let you know if I get a reply to that. So as you can see, that's a lovely clear picture there. Quite adequate for sitting down for home cinema. This thing makes a brilliant home cinema. So you and your friends can sit round, you can actually watch videos, you can look at photographs, give presentations if you want, whatever you want. It's very versatile, a smashing machine. Anyway, that gives you a little bit of an idea of what it's like in operation. So this is the projector rigged up outside. It's on the power pack. You can see the power pack underneath the projector there. So that means it's truly portable. You could take it anywhere. I made a screen in the garage for it, but screens are available on Amazon. You can pick them up fairly cheaply. So it gives you the possibility of a lovely family evening watching a film or looking at holiday videos or photographs, giving them a presentation, which is something really different. I noticed after reading some of the reviews on Amazon about this product that some people have been projecting onto the ceiling and watching films or videos. This is on the ceiling now. If I come down, you can see that I've got the projector mounted on that small tripod. I've got a normal tripod mount for a GoPro type camera. Then I've got a fairly long extension piece that's curved. It doesn't have to be curved, but that helps. That's got a tripod thread on the end. So those three type of connections will allow you to project on the ceiling very easily. The reason I've got that pink mouse on the table there is because that is a wireless mouse with a dongle, and I plug that into the projector and it works within a few seconds, and that makes operating the projector a lot easier. The manufacturers have got back in touch with me within a day of sending them an email about the AirPlay issue, and they sent me a couple of APK files which I've installed on the projector, and AirPlay is now working the way it's supposed to. So I've actually uninstalled AirScreen and I'm just using the proprietary software that came with the projector. So that's it, my review of the Eodin Mini Android projector. Now I think this is a wonderful piece of kit. I've really enjoyed reviewing it, and I've actually been using it an awful lot, watching films, looking at home video, that type of stuff at home. So I've been playing with it for about a week now. My advice would be, if you can afford it, to go for the T89 model and spend an extra 25 or 30 pounds, because the extra features, especially the keystone correction, will prove really useful for using this thing out and about and at home. So if not though, this is perfectly fine. It just means that you've got to spend a little bit more time setting the projector up. So do I recommend this projector? Absolutely. I think it's a smashing piece of kit. It's great for family entertainment evenings. It's great for presentations. There are so many uses for this. It's small, compact, extremely portable. It's a smashing piece of kit. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed the review.